Hi, I'm Luke Carlson. Thanks for checking out this week's Friday Fit Tip. This week I want to talk about the importance of eccentric muscle contractions. Sometimes we call it a negative. I happen to be in Tampa at X-Force Body. X-Force Body is one of only 3 locations in the entire United States that feature X-Force exercise equipment. I'm sitting on one right now. This is the most expensive, sophisticated exercise equipment built. And X-Force equipment is one way to focus on to accentuate the eccentric portion. So this is concentric, we call it a positive phase. This is eccentric, we call it a negative phase. Well, so much of the research over the last 20 years says that it turns out that the eccentric part of strength training is far more valuable than the concentric. So really, instead of thinking about, I'm gonna go to the gym and lift weights, we should say, I'm gonna go lower weights. Well, what the X-Force machine does is it makes that eccentric muscle contraction 40% heavier than the concentric. So we'll get a little bit of a close-up here as I do a repetition. So I'm gonna lift 140 pounds, but when I lower it, it'll become almost 200 pounds. It'll be 40% heavier. So I lift it into given weight, and you'll take a look, the weight stack inside of the machine actually flipped so that it becomes 40% heavier, and this is really heavy on the way down. And then when I transition off the bottom, it gets 40% lighter. So I can handle lifting it, and it becomes much, much heavier on the way down. Now let me tell you, I did a full workout on this equipment yesterday. Just an incredible workout, I'm feeling it today. This is a great way to get eccentric training in your workout, but you don't need X-Force equipment. There's other ways you can do it. When you lift a weight, lift it for 2 seconds and lower it for 4 seconds. You can do negative only work. So your partner lifts it for you, or if you're doing a chin-up, you start on top of a chin-up and you just come down for 10 seconds. So we can have a heavier eccentric. We can have a slower, longer eccentric. We can do eccentric only. When we're at the point of muscle failure on a conventional machine or free weight, we can have our partner help us lift that last few repetitions, and we can lower them slowly. So here's our actionable take home. In your next workout, focus on lowering the weight slowly throughout the entire set, and then when you're at the point of muscle failure and your trainer, your partner, lifts it for you, you gotta focus on lowering it slowly. 10-second count, 20-second count, emphasize that eccentric. Instead of going to the gym to lift weights, we're going to the gym to lower weights.